is falling in love with music again as the singer and multi-instrumentalist returns with his 9th studio album titled Dear John. It is out today. It's an unexpected return to music after he was set to leave the music industry altogether.
Okay, so let's talk more about it with none other than Royal Wood, live from his studio in Saskatoon this morning. Royal Wood, always good to talk to you. Appreciate the time. So let's get to this. I mean, you were thinking seriously about leaving music behind. What changed your mind?
I mean, a few things. I was standing on the stage at Massey Hall. It was my second time headlining. The place was packed, and the band sounded great, and I was super, proud of where I was at. But something felt pretty, not like lonely, kind of hollow. Like it wasn't just doing the things that I needed it to do. And we just had 2 children, and we were just getting out of the pandemic, the second round, and I was just feeling pretty burnt out. And I thought, I'm just going to focus on the kids and focus on our life in the country. We're living in this beautiful home in Northern Ontario, and then these songs started coming, and I was like, oh, I'll record this in my little studio for myself, and I'm not going to let anyone hear it. I'm just going to make the song, and then the songs just kept coming, and then I started thinking about the little kid that was me that would have been so sad if I had quit, and I just started making a record for him, and then when I was done, I felt like I had made this thing that I wanted to share with everybody. So now here I am.
Oh, and I love that. There's you at the piano. You're an adorable kid, by the way. I can't think about like anything else other than the timing of your album. It drops today. It really is, you say, a letter to your younger self. So much introspection, authenticity. I want to go through some of the songs, but this kind of is a lead up to November 14th. You're doing the concert, the Live Loud Live benefit concert, partnership between Matthew Perry House and Make Music Matter, which is all about raising the volume on mental health and addiction.
Absolutely.
So when you created this album and you're looking back at your childhood, I mean, some of these songs called Burn It Down, which has a really interesting different sound to it, Not Enough. What did that kind of, do for you in terms of reaching those places and going down memory lane? Was that difficult or easy? Because you said that the music just kind of flowed to you, right?
You know what? It was easy in retrospection, but at the time, it just felt like you're riding that wave, and these songs are coming, and you're allowing them. And because I wasn't planning on letting anyone hear them, I wasn't filtering anything. I wasn't wondering what the industry was going to think, or even, what a friend or family might think. I was like, I just need to write this thing. This thing's happening, and I feel it, and I'm saying these things, and now I'm really glad that I did. It was incredibly cathartic, and it definitely ignited that. The spark I had as a kid to make music. I just jumped around and I played every instrument and like I used to, and there's a lot of electric guitar on this record, and I was in a rock band in high school and I hadn't touched it in, I felt like in 20 years, and it was just so much fun. I just had so much fun.
That's amazing. So let's talk quickly about the fundraiser coming up November 14th, the Live Loud Live. This is pretty special. I know it's close to you here. How did you get involved here, and what can people expect?
Well, I got involved. I've worked with Darcy before, one of the organizers for a Ukraine project. I had done an instrumental piece to bring attention to the war and what was going on. And he reached out and he told me who else was playing. Obviously, Serena's dear friend and Sum 41 and Hank Azaria is also a part of it. And who isn't a fan of Hank Azaria? But I just really believed in what they're doing and what the Matthew Perry House is doing. And as someone who's in the arts and surrounded by a lot of people who have struggled with addiction across the board, not just in the arts, obviously, but it's just, there's no better time right now. I mean, addiction has never been a bigger problem, nor mental health. I think we're suffering a lot from social media and the pressures of the world. It's a pretty uncertain time, and I think everyone's feeling it. And anything to help raise funds and awareness for mental health and any sort of addiction right now, I think is the most important thing we could be doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Royal Wood, I just want to share with our viewers a verse from your song, Not Enough. It's so beautiful. I don't know who you wrote it about, but I just want the viewers to hear the lyrics. Kissing near the water, made it happily. Waves took our happiness, swept it out to sea. Though we had love, it was not enough. Maybe you can tell us who that song was about next time we have you on. But that is our time for now. Royal Wood, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Check out Dear John, out today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.